Magneto was right, ladies and gentlemen.
Magneto was right.
He was right. Oh, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Geek Culture Congress. We are live. Welcome, everybody. I know we've been gone for a while. We took a little break, but we're back. We got a lot of catching up to do. A lot of things happen in nerddom. Joey, you're gonna help me stay on track, okay? And Tarek's gonna help me stay on track as well. Welcome everybody to the live stream. Welcome everybody who's watching this, wherever you're watching this at. But the main channel what we'd like to send everybody to is the Speedy Multiverse YouTube channel. That's the official home of the live show of the Geek Culture Congress podcast. And of course, if you're listening to this on the podcast feed after or watching the replay on anything, we appreciate you so much for coming in and hanging out with us as we talk everything nerd and geek. Of course, a big welcome to my good friend, Mr. Tarek Lewis. How you doing, sir?
Very good. Very well, man. Very well.
Good.
I still got my adamantium, so I'm good.
You doing better than somebody, I know.
I'm doing better than somebody.
Yeah. Mr. Joey Franchise is also here as well.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We lit, baby, ladies and gentlemen. Let's
get it.
Let's get into it, guys. Before, I was talking to Tarek before the show started, right? And I was looking at our most viewed videos that I posted on the Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel, and the most viewed one is the interview that Martika Lopez from Miami. She did an interview with Leslie Grace.
I remember that.
I snipped the part where she talked about the Batgirl casting, and has the most views. Like that's almost it's a moderate amount. A little bit less than 1,000 views. It was trending.
Word.
People were watching it.
Getting there.
Or were interested in it. And I was like, dang, man. Poor Leslie Grace, man.
I know. That was before the movie got shelved.
Switcheroo. And I was telling Tarek, I was like, Tarek, bro, ain't there freaking rules against that crap, man? Like, how can they just get away with something like that, bro? Like, they literally had, like, I don't know. How many people does it normally take to make a movie, Tarek, at that caliber? Like 1,000? Like 2,000?
Yeah, at least 1,000. At least 1,000.
Okay.
So and that's just on the front end. That's not the back end of the marketing and stuff.
Yeah. Forget it. Okay, so let's say this all involve about 2,000 people involved, right? Let's say with a project, right?
Yeah.
1,000 at least on any given movie, right? 1,000 to 2,000 people. So literally, you just took all the work that they did and threw it away.
Listen, they got paid.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. They got their upfront money, but
they got their
for
upfront
the actors,
money, still.
The actors and the writers, the money is on the residuals, so that's what they're gonna.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there should be, like, honestly, like, I'm not feeling David Zaslav at all, bro. Like, I'm sure James Gunn's doing a good job, and he's gonna figure out something. And we're gonna talk about that Superman leak pick. But and the fallout, because there's been some fallout, baby. The YouTube and the X hasn't been nice at all to Mr. James Gunn.
Well, just to dwell on the Leslie Grace, the stuff coming out situation. Remember when COVID hit and people were upset because their movies didn't make it to the theaters? Like some movies Dune, I think, was supposed to be in the theater. It was made for that, and they can't put it in the theater, so they put it on streaming. Wonder Woman was one of those. So, things started getting reevaluated after that. This happens, man. I guess there's no protection. You're at the mercy of the studios.
Yeah, man. And I like Lizzie Grace. I've met her in person a bunch of times because, she does bachata pop Latin, stuff as a singer, as a performer.
Okay.
I'm in that world too. So I've met her in person. I had a conversation with her, and plus that interview that Martika Lopez did on the YouTube channel, on the Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel. So it was a pretty good interview, and she was excited about the role and watching, like, she was all the pics that she was posting or she was able to post, and even post cancellation, all the stuff that she posted. Like, I really think she took to the role. You know what I mean? And I just think it's sad, man. What world are we live in now? You know what I mean? Like, a whole movie got filmed and done, and it's not even coming out. Not even, like, bro, doesn't, like, CW need some content, or like CBS, TV? Like, they could have chopped it up, turned into like a mini series. They could have done something.
It can at least be on BET Plus. BET Plus.
There you go. That's what I'm saying, and I get it. They were like, "Oh no, we're not going in that direction of Batman or yada 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 yada." Bull crap, bro. We got multiverses and multiverses on top of multiverses in the DC. Like the multiverse was prevalent in the DC before anything multiverse or variant in Marvel. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's true.
they could have done whatever they wanted and just wrote it off. You know?
Yeah, I was interested in seeing what that storyline was gonna be because it was like, you know, Michael Keaton's Batman, Brendan Fraser was Firefly,
Yeah.
who we've never seen a live action adaptation of. So
Yeah.
I was curious to see what it was about and see how like Leslie Grace would have fared being, you know, Batgirl.
Literally more than a dozen of thespians like yourself, Tarek Lewis, whose work will not be shown at all. Period.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. You think something like that's going to be your break, like, oh, I got a good role in this movie. I'm Batwoman's love interest, or you know, I'm playing her father, or you know, maybe I'm just her best friend. Even if I'm the janitor at the Daily Bugle, you know, like this is my Daily Pen. I'm sorry, this is my in, and it's just gone. You know, the little bit of money you get, not say it's a little bit, but you spend a lot of time filming it. I'm sure.
Yeah, time is definitely more valuable than money. You know,
you've turned down roles too. Some of those people turn down roles,
right?
To be in that stuff, man. But
absolutely, I just think honestly, if any rules need to be added to you guys, Actors Guild or Writers Guild, they definitely need to address things like that. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, I think we were happy to get what we got. Like, hey, just don't AI us.
Word.
Don't scan us to AI us, please. That's all we have.
Before we get into X-Men, then, so we're talking about AI. Let's pull up this Superman pic.
Oh man!
And you guys tell me your raw reaction. I'm sure you guys have seen it, and you guys have been holding on to your thoughts. Let's see if I can pull it up here. James Gunn.
What's good, Socks?
What's good, everybody? But anyway, and since we're on the oh yeah, I'm gonna share the Instagram one. That's what we're gonna do. Let's go Instagram for the win. What's up, Socks? How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for sharing or hanging out with us again. Here we go. Right from the official account of James Gunn. Who's ready to see it in action?
There's quite a lot going on in this pick.
Yeah, so you know,
a minimal amount of a whole lot, you know.
Yeah.
Oh man. So for the audio people who are not watching in the visual and have been living under a rock, James Gunn released a pic of David Cornsweet in the Superman suit for the new movie. You know, he's trying to hype up the fan base or the soldiers, should I say? You know, trying to make it happen. Right? We got a Like from Joy franchise on it. Officially. But you know, the fan base is a little divided. First off, what the hell in the AI is that going on in the background?
I got an idea.
It looks like it was AI generated. Tarek, help me out.
I'm thinking it's Brainiac or something to that effect.
Maybe. Yeah,
I agree.
I'm not positive. I'm maybe just relating it to some of the previous Superman films I've seen, the animated ones in particular, like Superman Man of Tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking that is.
Right.
I didn't really zoom in and go too close into it. I'm one of those people for this one. I don't want to set any expectations or do too much digging because there's already so much going on, and I don't want to put that undue pressure on DC.
They are let them breathe,
but I do like how he's casually just putting them boots on. This man has super speed. He's like, man, I gotta go to work again.
A little beat up. I gotta go to work again. Stop another thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a union job.
Yeah,
that's a union job for my boy.
Joey, how you feel about this? Everything.
I'm kind of on the fence about this, man. I'm just hoping it's not going to be like a cheesy Superman movie. It's a lot to unpack. I definitely think it's Brainiac in the background. But just the fact that he's just like calm in an apartment. Oh, I guess I got to go to work right now.
Yeah,
save the world again. You already see on the suit. It looks like he's already just finished with a battle with somebody because it's all like rusted up and stuff. There's no sense of urgency. I don't know. Like, I think we were really spoiled with Henry Cavill and just kind of like the serious tone that they were going with in those Zack Snyder films. It's just the story wasn't really getting off the ground the way it should have, and really like connected. I mean, I thought the first Man of Steel was good,
Right.
but then like when it got to Batman v Superman, I think it was just doing too much and made the script a lot complicated than it needed to be with the whole, puppeteering from Lex Luthor and whatnot. But I mean, it's still early to kind of tell, where he's going. I know James Gunn released like the comics that are going to inspire this movie, so there's like a list of that stuff. But I'm not, I'm kind of on the fence about this. I'm at like my hype level is, it's like at a 6 out of 10. I'm not like OD hype, but I'm curious to see where this story's gonna go because we haven't seen Brainiac on film, and I think that's gonna be the case here.
Right. Obviously, he's definitely like it's like he didn't have time to do the laundry, so he's got a dirty suit on. I don't know. Like I get it. James Gunn is trying to do this like show his Superman is kind of like a working, he's a grinder. He's hardworking, and you know what I mean. He's a trooper.
I think he's really trying to go carbon copy of the comics, carbon copy, and James Gunn is he's a witty guy with how he uses his characters and how he tells stories. It's a little like unorthodox, but it works for him, and they do well from his track record. I mean, let me be fair because he did get dark with that that dark Superman, the Brightburn. So you know what I mean. So and he was part of that movie. So it's like I'll give it some hope. I just hope he doesn't go like far like super quirky. Because it just seems like just by the body language of this Superman, I'm not really like sold that this guy's gonna just be like, what I mean? Like he like enjoys doing his job, like he enjoys protecting the world. It's like he's like clocking in and clocking out. It's just like, oh, I can do this, so I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah. I guess.
And he has the red trunks. Yeah, Socks alluded to the red trunks.
And the S is the what's the name of that?
Kingdom. The Kingdom
Come. Yeah. Kingdom Come. Design. So it's interesting.
I will say this because he's taking his time. There's as a storyteller, there may be some insinuation that he's not the only superhero. Because we know it's going to be all these characters. So if they introduce this, which the amount of characters was my concern, but if they introduce this as if, hey, there's other heroes and he's just one of the latest ones that happens to be this, one of the more powerful ones, and he's kind of hopping into what they already do, then it makes sense that he's just kind of like, okay, let me go get into the fray, rather than that would make sense. But it's not the most enthusing image to make you rush out and want to go see,
Yeah, I don't think it was a good choice. I think like he was just like taking pictures or something, and he was like, I'm gonna post this picture up, and and put something cool in the background. And I don't know, like I feel like he didn't vet it with like marketing over there at DC or anything. He just trying to do his own thing. And I don't know. I don't think it was a good choice for our first look at the Superman. Maybe if it was just the second picture and be like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? But
what are the rental rates in Metropolis that this reporter can afford that type of view?
Hey,
of Metropolis, that's wild, dude. Like,
hey, he's got
unless it's Lois Lane's apartment.
Hey,
that's a good point.
Makes more sense.
He's just sugar. He's just being a sugar baby.
Yeah.
Superman,
could be
Sugar
that.
Baby. That's a good title for a Superman movie. Superman, Super Baby.
That's a nice ass high rise
Baby.
up in Metropolis, man.
Right, that's some ill value. Right
that's a nice skyline view right there. That'll get you like, man, 7 racks a month over in Tampa.
Oh
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I think that orb, like that, like it looks like whatever, if that is Brainiac, that laser that's hitting that, it looks like an orb. They're saying that it's probably Guy Gardner.
Okay, maybe. Purple, but purple, not green.
Well, like it's hitting it, so it's hitting something. like a circle, like something that's wrapped in like a shield, a force field, like a circular thing. And we all know, like, Green Lantern can, they can create an orb or anything with the ring. So I'm assuming that's like a protective shield that Guy Gardner is being shot at by whoever this big bad.
Maybe there was some green in there. There was some green in a little orb thing. We'll see what happens, man. I don't know. I'm on the fence all about it. About everything, as like everybody else.
What is the release date for this?
July.
For Superman is July next year.
25th.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Okay.
I'll double check right now. Let's see. We ain't gotta get all quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
July 11th.
Yeah.
July 11th. Next year.
I think they should definitely do these little things now, because it's gonna be Deadpool world in about a month.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's gonna be all these speculations about what they're gonna do in Marvel. So it's they need to drop these little things, and I think James Gunn is good at the world building. So I think it's good that he's doing that.
And speaking of the world building, Chris Pratt, or I guess something came out that Chris Pratt is definitely going to be in the DC universe. On top of also playing Star-Lord, who he's going to continue to play Star-Lord, but he's also going to be in the DC movies with James Gunn stuff. Which speculates what would be a good role for Chris Pratt, because in the comments, because this was, I guess, I saw a comic book posted it on their IG, the quote that Chris Pratt put out. But I'm curious to know, the comments section's already saying Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, for Chris Pratt. But that's just the comment section. But me personally, I think for Chris Pratt, it would be who's the other guy? That he's doing. He's a celebrity.
Oh, maybe Booster Gold.
Booster Gold.
Yeah.
Booster Gold.
I like Booster Gold. I like him as Booster Gold.
I can see Chris Pratt, believe it or not, as he's not blonde, as Green Arrow.
Okay.
That wouldn't be the best casting.
Hal Jordan?
No, not Green Lantern, Green Arrow.
Oh, Green Arrow. Okay, maybe. Yeah.
I think if he was Green Lantern, it'd be too close to being like Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
As far as man, that's
I've seen. Chris Pratt has done some really good serious roles.
Yeah.
The Batman's a little out of the way, but
that's way that's
a little way off for me. But
yeah,
I think Booster Gold kind of works.
Yeah, Martian Manhunter's too deep for Chris Pratt. Oof, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. He's probably too small for Lobo.
But no, Lobo's definitely going to be Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa. Okay, yeah.
Definitely going to be Jason Momoa.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens with DC in the future. Very interesting times, ladies and gentlemen. But we do have one silver lining, and it is X-Men 97.
Word.
Yes, we did not talk about episode 8, which was the Bastion and the Summers team up, I believe, right? Was that the episode that they kind of
that was Wolverine. Wolverine slashing Sentinels in the air.
Yes, that was them
that
fighting.
Was Wolverine's coming out party, if you will. Yeah.
Yep. And Nightcrawler with the 3 swords. Yeah. That was a great episode.
Little math for the kids.
Bastion was revealed as the mastermind, even working with Mr. Sinister there, and his team of. We're talking spoilers for X-Men 97, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if this is bothering you. I don't know.
It's a show for you.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. You're not caught up. All right, just come back and see us. These kind of mutant Sentinel hybrid, like they're taking like the same kind of like thing, like infecting these humans with like the same virus of family of the same virus of Cable, but it turns them into Sentinels. That's what it seems like. It's like the transmutation. What do they call it? The transmutant virus?
Yeah, transmutation.
Transmutation
it's
virus.
It's not the legacy virus. I'm sorry, that's something else. It's
that's something else.
The cybernetic virus or something like that.
Cybernetic, yeah. It seems like that.
Oh my God, I can't believe
in that family of
having
that virus. Yeah.
Yeah, they already had labeled the legacy virus already in there. Techno-organic. Yeah, the techno-organic.
Techno-organic. Yeah, there we go. It seems like it's the family, like the successor of the techno-organic virus. But that originally affected Cable. But yeah, interesting. I think it's,
I have a big question. Maybe I'm being naive. Would Cable have become a Prime Sentinel?
I don't think so. I think it was still a beta.
If they didn't save him from the virus,
Yeah, I think it was still a beta testing of it. Maybe he was trying to see how the techno-organic virus affects mutants. Instead of.
But he even gave that to him like 2 weeks prior. Like it wasn't like it hasn't been a whole lot of time.
He got the X-Men 97 moves fast, Tarek. Okay, they only got so many episodes, right?
Yeah.
They got plot armor, right? They're running through everything with the plot armor. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, episode 8 I thought was great for Wolverine's coming out party. Yeah. So finally, he hasn't had really too much action besides that first episode where we see Gambit, charging up his claws. He really hasn't had too much going on. And so episode 8 gave us that, man, and that was dope. That was dope. And of course, my dog Nightcrawler, we got to see all the action he got. I think this is the first time Morph has really lost handedly because he's been murdered. He's been murking everybody. But episode 8 was a great episode.
Who did he turn into in episode 8? He always turns into somebody.
Juggernaut.
It was Juggernaut. Yeah.
Hulk. He did Hulk too.
No, Hulk was this one. Hulk was this episode, the 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which was very interesting choice too. It seems like they're like a precursor to what we all expect. Some Avengers showing up, something like that maybe.
Yeah.
But episode 9, of course, at the end of episode 8, Magneto breaks free. One of the ladies, the UN lady, lets him go, and he literally shuts off the Earth.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very like, wow, that's amazing. I always thought about that. I was like, why did Magneto just stop the Earth? And he literally did it in the episode. It was wild.
I like how Magneto resurrected Asteroid M like it was an old Airbnb.
Yeah.
Lifted it back up and put it back up for listing on property. Yeah. Like he knew, like, I'm just gonna tuck it here and I'll come back and get it.
I like there was something else that happened in episode 8 before I move on to 9, and I can't remember what it was that I liked. And of course there was the team up of the family, the Summers family.
Yeah.
They're smashing through techno-organic guys and escaping from another damaged Blackbird and stuff like that.
Yeah, they had a lot of nice little humor, little quips in there, like Jean telling Able to put his seatbelt on and stop bossing me, and
the black leather thing. The black leather.
A Porsche. I can't believe you have a Porsche.
Yeah. There's also the black leather thing, and he throws him the uniform.
Yeah.
That's from a reverse of the moment in the X-Men movie.
Yeah.
So interesting little things that they got going on in X-Men. It was very, 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 very well done. I'm trying to remember hitting everything. Of course, Professor Xavier gets back by the end of the episode. Calls everybody with a mind call.
Yeah. I have a question, man. It's a weird question. It's not weird, but it's if he can walk in that Shi'ar Empire armor, why is he taking that off? Just wear that.
He felt like keeping it, and he didn't want to keep it because he left, because he abandoned them.
They put that man shit and send him back to Earth.
Yeah, they did.
Keep that outfit, man. Rock that outfit from now on, Professor X.
Yeah,
that's your thing.
I mean, but you gotta,
Well, in the
you
comic
know, you
books, he
gotta
does
stay
have
true,
something like that.
man. You gotta stay
That's
true
true.
to the wheelchair.
In the comic books, though, later on, he does have a cybernetic leg, so he's always rocking. Then we get episode 9, ladies and gentlemen, the infamous confrontation. Magneto in episode 8 at the end does that. That's when he recruits Rogue, or he does that in some of the X-Men, or that's later
No, that
on.
all happens in episode 9.
That's all episode, from the beginning to the end. So okay, all right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was interesting. You know, we already saw little hints of that, the character plot and development, and I was very surprised. Wasn't too much surprised about Rogue because she has that. You know, I've seen that in the comic books where she teeters on the edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, man. And if you've never been to Mississippi, man, in that whole bayou area, and people about that action, dog.
Yeah.
That ain't the place to go for peace.
And,
ain't about to let that go. There people still fighting civil war in Mississippi.
Yeah, they still fighting. But what surprised me was the Sunspot's position. I didn't think he was going to do that as well. But I guess you know, a lot of the character development and how his mother treated him when she found out, you know, that he was actually a mutant at the end of episode 8 makes sense. You know, I thought it was very interesting. I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. I thought it was pretty cool how they had that backup base on Muir Island. And they had all the old uniforms over there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was a cool little thing. So we got to see him.
That was crazy. That was a nod to the old that pilot episode from years ago. I remember having that pilot episode on cassette, like on a video cassette. And I remember that whole the old intro, X-Men. Yeah. I remember having that as a kid. So that was crazy and a dope nod to, like, you know, the OG stuff, because that was a pilot episode that it never saw another light of day.
Yeah,
it was like immediately canceled, and then the X-Men animated series came out shortly, a couple years later.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure most fans of X-Men know that pilot episode was what that video game was based off of.
Yeah,
that's right.
Right. That was a classic video game. I wish they bring that back.
Yeah, to this day, that's a classic. That's a great. Your boys go to
my
the
favorite arcade, top 5. Easily.
Yeah, it's up there.
So I remember when I lived that when that arcade hit in arcades, that was a big deal, bro. Everybody was up in there.
Yeah.
Everybody was up in there running it all the way to the end. See, just for the
story, to be honest, that was probably my real big introduction to the X-Men.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know, I mean, I watched Spider-Man and Amazing Friends, and I knew it had Iceman, and they had one episode where like the X-Men showed up on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And that tied into the Pride of the X-Men episode. So that was my big intro.
I gotta find it. There was the game. The game was actually on. It was on iPhone. It was in the App Store.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Wow.
It was
on iPhone.
I used to have it. Yeah,
it's the only way I was able to beat the entire game is because I had a limited life. But yeah, it was on. It was on the App Store. I don't know if it's still there.
I still
but,
got it.
Man.
When I think I got it on my this arcade machine that I want to bring to the station. When they set up the game room, but it's only 2 players. But yeah, it's fine.
All right, let's get back to episode 9. We got all shot. We're gonna talk about Ninja Turtles and Simpsons arcade games. Let's move back.
Yeah. Let's continue with episode 9, X-Men 97. We get to the confrontation. You know, they suit up with the old suits and they go into action, you know, to try and stop before let Magneto let the Earth go. Really, let it keep spinning. That's really what the episode's all about, man. And a lot of things they pull from the comic books. The infamous end scene of that confrontation is, of course, the adamantium removal from. Yeah. Wolverine.
Real quick, before we get to that, I had to watch this a couple of times to get what Magneto was doing. Did you guys get it the first time around?
What do you mean, like how he shut off the Earth?
He was disrupting the magnetic field of the Earth, so there's no electricity.
Right.
And he was just going to leave it like that? Is that what the situation was?
Yeah, he was literally going to extinct the whole Earth and kill everybody, including himself, probably.
Well, But he wasn't going to kill everybody. He just turned off all the power and the energy.
No, he was literally going to kill everybody.
I don't think so, Speedy. I don't think that's what he was going to do.
That's the whole point. Well, that's why the X-Men, if he wasn't going to kill everybody, he would just live without, you know. They were literally talking about. To the
effect, he's going to leave them in the Dark Ages. I don't know how he would have killed everybody.
No, I think he stopped the Earth from spinning with the magnetic pole change, or shutting it off or reversing it.
I think you read a little. I think you read a lot.
I don't know. I think it was that. I think literally is because the way that X-Men will bring it up, like it's extinction level event. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure. I don't think that was quite it.
Something that you could live with. Whatever. Life goes on, right?
No, you can't. You can't. If the Earth stops spinning, dude, that's
a big problem. That's what I meant.
You can't live in the atmosphere. The asteroid wouldn't work anyway.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think he was literally gonna kill himself too. I think it was.
No. Why would he make asteroid M if he was gonna kill himself?
Oh well, yeah. I guess it doesn't matter if you do that. I don't know. But we need to deep dive into the science, Magneto. Okay.
I was just wondering. To me, Bastion seemed like the big threat. Right. And I wasn't sure why they were going after Magneto.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was an extinction level event. Like he was literally going to kill everybody. Yeah, by doing what he did, and of course it was he stopped the Earth, and literally to make everyone suffer. You know, so not only would it have been an extinction level event, everybody got to suffer through it. Also to the end, no electricity, nothing you could do about it. You know. Okay. But I understand how I guess it doesn't matter. I guess if you did kill Magneto, I guess it would stop, right? That would fix it? Because he'd let go of his grip on it?
Well, I think Professor X was trying to get him to reverse it.
Right.
Somehow. Mm-hmm. By controlling him. I don't know what made him think I can go up there and convince him to reverse this entire thing, because to me, he came to y'all and said, hey, either come with me or stay here. You had your chance there. So I don't know what made him think, I'm gonna go up there and I'll still convince him. Professor X is arrogant. He's arrogant as hell. He's like, nah, just let me talk to him.
Well, oh yeah, definitely. He's arrogant as hell. We already know that. Yeah, he was trying to get Magneto to reverse it. That whole scene where so the whole adamantium getting removed, and also a stabbing of Magneto by Wolverine are scenes stole from the comic books. Mm-hmm. But in the context of that is the removal of Wolverine's adamantium happens first and goes on in the comic books for a little while. And that's the stabbing of Magneto is actually Wolverine's gotcha moment later on. Like, I'm back. You know what I mean? So I just think it was interesting the way they did it. Yeah, in the comic books, yes. So I think it was interesting in this episode they kind of did in reverse, versus, Magneto was ultimately, did the ultimate move on Wolverine because, he felt his life was threatened, of course, because Wolverine, stabbed him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a reverse of that, that whole idea. Which is interesting. Interesting how they still did, comic book things, but they did it in a reverse way. So that's why I kind of think that the adamantium was a big deal in the comic books. Like, it was like a big ordeal for Wolverine. Like, he had bone claws. He went like a feral Wolverine, like uncontrollable, like you couldn't stop him. His healing factor was 100%. Like you could literally like blow him with a laser gun or whatever through his chest, and he'd heal right back up, like right away. Like his healing factor was like not like now, where he gets hurt and he feels it for a while, and he'd be like, all right, I gotta heal up, let me chill for a little bit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It was like, when he got the Magneto removed, his healing factor was like almost instantaneous.
Yeah. I remember I had the comic book, the few comic books leading up, and I do remember a moment in the comic books where they were attacking Magneto, and Wolverine had cut him very deeply. And I remember in the comic book, Magneto was shocked. He was like, I thought we were cool. I didn't think you would try that hard to kill me, which is why when Rogue is like, hey, honey, you're going for the kill. I was like, oh, yeah, they're definitely going to do this, because I remember in the comic book, Wolverine was going hard at Magneto. And then the next issue, he ripped the adamantium out. So it all kind of aligned for me. And I thought it was very dope the way they did it. Especially the way they had Magneto use the helmet to try to like kill Charles, like crushing his head and blocking his telepathy. That was dope.
Yeah, that was a good move. But yeah, man, excellent episode. You know, I don't think that adamantium is going to be permanent. They're going to do something, some plot armor there to get it back on him. You know? Yeah,
I think that I think in the next seasons, maybe not next season, but in the next coming seasons, we'll see Gambit come back, and we'll see Wolverine come back, and I think they're going to both be heralds or whatever, horsemen of apocalypse.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And that's how they come back and that's how Wolverine will get his adamantium back. That's what I foresee happening, because they both end up working for Apocalypse at some point in the comic books. And it's hard to have Sinister without Apocalypse.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get Apocalypse, definitely.
We're definitely getting Apocalypse.
There was a scene where I think in the opening scene, I think that Cable was fighting Apocalypse, right? One of the opening seasons of this. So.
Yeah, but that was from an old episode.
Yeah, but usually they don't do those things by accident.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, everything's chosen. So let's see, what else are we? X-Men 97, ladies and gentlemen, the final episode, Wednesday. Don't miss it. It's lit.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Listen, these episodes are causing a lot of debate online. Magneto was right, trending.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's wild, man.
Let's.
It's the most streamed animated anything on Disney Plus right now.
Wow. I love how Bo DeMaio keeps his hands. He's
like Victor trotting all this time, bro. On X, bro. It's funny. Bro.
Yeah. He's like, listen, man.
God bless that man, bro. He's fucking.
He also
use my language. Now I gotta edit something.
Yeah.
He's what was it? He's what was it? He was told that he couldn't use Deadpool, that he was the only character that was off limits.
Yeah, that was a recent
wow.
headline that was been running. Yep.
Good idea though. I think keep that separate until you know what's going to be going on. I think he's definitely going. If he doesn't get hired back, he's definitely up for a job somewhere.
Oh yeah, definitely somewhere.
Yeah, he's definitely raised his top.
I hope he didn't do something bad like super illegal or something, and that's why they fired him in the first place. I hope he's.
I think it's just that OnlyFans showing his feet, man. I don't know if you know if he was showing his feet. I'm just.
No. I don't know, man. He's showing a lot of other stuff on X like that. He almost half naked on X already.
What?
So yeah. Look at his profile. Look at his profile. He just in draws.
This is crazy.
Yeah, that man's Diesel though. That man, he works out. Yeah.
Good for him. Good for him, Speedy. I guess this is weird now. I got all weird.
Hey. Gotta give it where it's due, man.
I like my showrunners to be in shape. You know what I'm saying? I like to take care of themselves.
But at least Ralph Innocent doesn't have to worry about working out to do Galactus. You know?
Yeah, this is crazy. Not somebody I expected to be in that role, bro.
Yeah. I don't know.
But he's got a solid track record though. I mean, he's been in Game of Thrones, Harry Potter. I forgot what else he was in, but he's in a bunch of like solid flicks, like,
I'm here for it. Bring it to me, let's see what happens.
He's English. It already gives you an advantage.
Yeah, always gives you an advantage.
All them English guys from the Isles, from the British Isles.
Yeah, once you're English. You got to think, man, it'll be mostly voice work.
Yeah, that's what it is. The voiceover, pretty much.
Yeah,
probably
mostly voice work.
Probably his face. Gotta probably do like what they call that? They put the mask on your face.
Oh, the motion capture.
The motion capture on his face for his emotions and stuff.
Yeah, and
What the heck is this picture that Hollywood Reporter used for Galactus, bro? I almost feel like that's the wrong picture. Like, bro, like fire that person, bro.
I'm curious to know who John Malkovich is gonna play in this movie, because I thought that was gonna be Galactus.
I see the eyes now. Now that I look at it, I see the eyes. I see the eyes and the mouth and the nose. Okay, but yeah, not a good picture.
I think we're gonna see Reed Richards' father in this.
Oh,
but he couldn't be Reed Richards. But Reed Richards is gonna be Latino. Well, I guess he doesn't have to be. But I think we're going to see Reed Richards' father.
He could be Italian. He could be Italian, Tarek. Come on.
Yeah. So I think we're going to see the father coming in this one. And we know, I thought Giancarlo Esposito came out and said, I am going to be in the MCU.
Right.
When I heard that, I thought he was going to be Galactus.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be cool.
I'm thinking Professor X, dog.
He said he wasn't Magneto.
Yeah, he said it wasn't a casting that fans have already said. You know.
Yeah.
He said it wasn't any wish casting.
It's not Magneto, but he could be anybody else.
I don't know.
Who's I think for Fantastic Four too, for Paul Walter Hauser, who also got cast. I think he's gonna be Mole Man.
Okay.
Mole Man.
Yeah.
And
that's why I thought maybe
I guess.
I thought maybe Malkovich would either be somebody like Mole Man, but now you're saying that, yes. I don't know who John Malkovich should be. Maybe the father. Maybe the father of Reed Richards or someone or something to that extent. But I mean, there's a bunch of roles that people can take. You know, John Malkovich could just be the president. Who knows?
I'm trying to figure out how I feel like at some point that Doctor Strange from line from Multiverse of Madness of didn't you guys used to chart in the 60s? I'm trying to figure out where that pays off.
That's gonna pay off somehow. Something simple, but it's gonna pay off.
Yeah. I'm actually getting a little more excited about Fantastic Four, and it's not my favorite franchise by any means, even in the comic books. But the way they're casting it, I'm getting a little hype. I think this might turn out to be okay.
I don't think they can afford to throw a dud, bro. I don't think they can afford that. Like,
no one tries to.
Yeah, I know that. That's true. No, we're talking about this multiple times on the show. But I mean, yeah.
No one's just like, who cares?
Fantastic Four movie? Yeah. Let's just mail that in. Don't worry about it. Let's hit record here in this camera.
Malkovich as the male version of Silver Surfer? That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. We'll see.
With that Malkovich voice, I work for Galactus. I am here to deliver the message from the master. And it is doomed.
What am I forgetting, guys, before we wrap up the show, man?
We have what was it?
The Boys season 3 trailer.
There you go.
Yeah, that
season 3 trailer's pretty lit.
I mean, I'm already hyped up for that.
Yeah.
Staying on the Marvel topic, I saw that Marvel Studios, they posted and deleted a new title for the Agatha series on Disney Plus.
Oh,
it's called Agatha. It was originally Agatha and I forgot what the hell it was called before, but the new one is The Lying Witch with Great Wardrobe.
What?
That's just.
Oh, it was Coven of Chaos before that.
Okay.
And now it's called The Lying Witch with Great Wardrobe, and they posted and deleted it immediately. I'm hoping that they're kidding around, because that title already gives me She-Hulk vibes.
Yeah.
It just sounds corny.
Yeah.
That's a strange thing.
I'm gonna start saying that to people. I'm gonna start saying that. Yo, are you serious, man? Because you're giving me She-Hulk energy. And I need
you're giving me She-Hulk energy.
Mad She-Hulk energy on this. I need to know if you're serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think somebody was messing around in the office and accidentally posted that. I hope.
What else are we forgetting, guys?
We also been getting some first footage from Captain America: Brave New World, which I'm curious because they're selling the toys at
Walmart.
McDonald's and Happy
McDonald's,
Meals
Walmart.
Already?
Yeah.
Why is this
I put
happening?
The post up. You didn't see the post I put up?
I did.
Dog, they're giving away like Red Hulk toys and everything.
It's wild.
Oof.
Like they're already spoiling like what's gonna be in the movie. Without like even no trailer, nothing. This movie doesn't come out for like another year.
Yeah.
February 14th, 2025 is when Captain.
Oh, okay, so that's okay. So we got June.
About 8 months,
February movie.
Yeah, so man. I'm assuming the trailer is gonna come after Deadpool, during the Deadpool movie.
Let's hope so. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do myself if that movie is.
I think this is happening, and why they're selling the toys early is because maybe McDonald's couldn't lock in a Deadpool thing. Maybe because Deadpool is a rated R movie, you can't really sell
maybe
on a Happy Meal. And Marvel already had the like rights to do stuff with McDonald's. And
Tar, what up?
And
that makes sense. I think, that makes sense. You can't market Deadpool stuff.
You can't market.
You have to put that on like the Arch Deluxe. You can put that on an adult sandwich. The new Arch Deluxe.
What they should do is bring back like the OG cups. Remember when Batman Forever came out and they had the glass cups?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I still got the Riddler one. I got the Batman one.
Yeah.
I still have my cups. But
they
they gotta bring back the cups, man. Those are classic.
What else? I'm trying to get my thoughts in order here. I think there were two other characters too that are in that McDonald's leak that I don't know who the heck they are. Like two female characters or female looking. One was a female looking character. I know
there's a character named Sabra, which I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
Who's going to be in the films?
Yeah.
Sabra is first appeared in Incredible Hulk. Flight, superhuman strength, fire, agility. So that character will be appearing and will be played by Shira Haas.
Okay.
So there's some new characters that I haven't quite see. Liv Tyler will be back as Betsy Ross, which is going to be interesting. I guess there's keeping that, even though it's that universe together. Mm-hmm. Not that it was a different universe. It's just Seth Rollins, the wrestler, will be in it. Tim Blake Nelson, who played in the one with Edward Norton Jr., who we all thought was going to be leader, who ended up getting really big.
Yeah,
he's cast in it. So
but he's the leader. He's going to be the leader. Is definitely in that. Yeah, in that movie.
Yeah.
This movie. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's Sharon Carter, of course. There's going to be a lot of good people in it.
Okay.
And I shared I know we put it in our group chat, but some of the scoops that are leaking around according to the rejected scooper on X. And here's just like a bullet point of like stuff that some scoops that are like floating around in the sweaty world. So Avengers will exist in Wolverine's world during Deadpool Wolverine. So on his whatever planet he's coming from or whatever universe he's coming from, the Avengers will exist in there.
Okay.
Infinity Hulk will gain access to the multiverse. Blade will be a crucial role in the Marvel Zombies series.
Good.
And they're saying that his action sequences will be the highlight of the series.
Oh, but that's the animated one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the season 2 for
cool.
X-Men 97 will be in the winter of next year. Storm is going to be in What If season 3, and she has visited Wakanda before. Marvel has plans for a third Captain Marvel film post Secret Wars. Even though I don't know if they're gonna that I don't know about.
Yeah, that's.
But Tiamat will fully emerge in What If season 3.
Oh, and
J. Jonah Jameson will be in the new Venom movie that's coming out soon. Deadpool is going to reference Iron Man and Wolverine and Deadpool. Much like the comics, Marvel will make Mephisto an integral part of Ghost Rider's story when they do the Ghost Rider stuff.
Yeah, they got to do that, definitely.
Yeah. What else we got? I think that's really a Taskmaster. Taskmaster will be in the new Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about that. Janelle Monáe will portray Storm in the MCU. Take these all with a grain of salt. This is all just like floating rumors.
Yeah, I saw that rumor. And you know what? I'm actually okay with it.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not
the next
okay with that.
Captain Marvel movie that they say is going to come out, guys?
Which what?
The next Captain Marvel movie. They say that there's a third Captain Marvel movie planned. Secret plans.
Yeah,
that's what after the Avengers.
This is all according to X. He's verified on X, but I mean anybody these days can get verified. But Rejected Scooper is reporting these. High Evolutionary has experimented on Wanda when she was a baby.
Okay.
And they're saying Captain Britain will be in the MCU and will have a comic book accurate suit. And yeah, that's really it right now. That's all I got.
Yeah, are we hyped for Captain Britain? Is anybody asking?
I'm sorry. Taskmaster's in Spider-Man 3, like the video game.
Oh, the video.
That'll be for the video game, along with Black Cat, Martin Lee.
Oh, okay. Oh, for the video game. Okay.
Yeah, and it's for the DLC stuff.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's it, guys, for the show today. I
did see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, let us know about Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Tarek.
Solid submission.
Really?
Solid. Yeah, if you watch the other ones
right now,
could be disappointed because it's way past. It's
like past Caesar, right?
Yeah, it's way past all the Caesar stuff. His teachings are referenced in situations like that. It's very comparable, like thematically to what we're watching right now in X-Men. Like, hey, you can't trust humans, and they'll use their technology against us. That's kind of the theme of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Interesting. And
it's also the theme is that but mutants also hurt each other. So an entertaining film. I think at some points it's slow, but to me the ending paid off for me. Okay. Good action when there is action. It does have some emotional moments and some very everyone clap your hands moments. So if you watch the other films, I think it's definitely something you need to watch. But you can also watch this film not having seen the previous three. So I give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay, fair enough. Rotten Tomatoes has it on an 80%. And an audience score of 79. Never seen that before.
Solid.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. That means,
solid.
The audience feels the same way as the critics.
Yeah.
And Tarek says is a good watch. Go see it in the movie theaters, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Joey, you saw Fall Guys.
I did see Fall Guys.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm really liking what Ryan Gosling's been putting out lately. I mean, I think he really hit his stride. I mean, he was great in the Barbie movie, and I think this one he really showed because I think Barbie movie really showed his comedic side. He's always been solid in every movie he's done, but I think we got to see more of a funnier side of him in Barbie, and that showed a lot in Fall Guy. And I thought the chemistry between him and Emily Blunt was just amazing. Them two on screen together was great because it was a rom-com. If you think it's a rom-com with a lot of action.
Okay.
A lot. I mean, it's an ode to all the stunt guys. It's like a stunt guy appreciation movie. So all the guys that put in the work, behind the scenes, or for these guys taking all the hits and being a part of all the explosions or the fire, you name it. It's really just a really tip of the cap to all those guys that have been putting in, the stunt guys, for years, who really put their life on the line in a real sense, because at the end of the movie they kind of show all the stunts that were done by the stunt guys.
Oh wow!
And it's a really good appreciation movie for those type of those guys in Hollywood. Story I thought was solid. I think it really focused on the romantic aspect of it, but I think what made it bearable, especially if you're a guy, it's definitely something you would watch with, Speedy, your wife, it's Tarek, if you try to take a girl on a date, it's a cool, happy medium for a girl and a guy to really like sit down and enjoy something at the movie theater. It was a great balance. I thought the story was interesting. It really unfolds. There's nice little twist in the plot towards the end, because it does get into this kind of like mystery kind of situation. But Ryan Gosling does a really good job of playing like this. There's like he's kind of like almost a meathead in the movie. But yeah, I think he steals every scene. I couldn't stop laughing throughout the movie. I thought it was just really great, and I give it an 8 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
I thought it was a really, really good movie, and I'm really excited to see Ryan Gosling take on some. Now that he's being talked about going in the MCU, and I think he can really handle like some hardcore like action stuff. Judging by this movie, because I thought he hit it out the park. I thought he was a good balance. It reminded me of like Chris Hemsworth for Ragnarok.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was cool, but like I would say between like if you liked Thor Ragnarok and Chris Hemsworth and like the Infinity War movies where he had his little jokes here and there but maintained like a serious tone, I think Ryan Gosling can carry that, judging by like how he portrayed his character in this movie. But Fall Guy, definitely a must-watch movie. I thought it was really good. The other kid too, who plays Silver Surfer, Aaron Taylor Johnson, he's in it. He's funny as hell in it as well. So yeah, definitely a must-watch movie. And also Winston Duke is in it also, who's
oh yeah, I like him. Yeah, he's funny.
He's in Black Panther and whatnot. So a lot of MCU guys, going around in this movie, which is really cool. And yeah, Ryan Gosling, awesome in this movie. Definitely go see it. Highly recommend it. Emily Blunt was fantastic. Awesome. Definitely go see it. If you need something to watch, you need a hot date, you got a hot date on your hands, date situation, go check out Fall Guy.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Joey, for that. And thank you, Tarek. Next Monday, we have a dilemma, guys. Help me out, okay?
A dilemma?
Yeah. I'm going to watch the screener for Furiosa Monday.
Yo! So you got a +1 for this? What's going on?
+1. I take my +1.
We gonna flip a coin right here, or are you taking the wife?
The wife is going, guys. The wife has priority over everything.
So what's the dilemma? You already made your choice.
The dilemma is we got to do a show, because now that's the recap of the last episode of X-Men 97. So do we do a later show, or do we do a Tuesday show? What do we do?
Yeah, do a Tuesday show.
All right, we'll do a Tuesday show. Yeah,
we do it. Whatever y'all choose.
I'm down for a late show or a Tuesday show.
We have a commitment to do a Tuesday night show. Okay, we will not only will we talk about X-Men 97, the finale, X-Men 97 season 1. We will also talk about Furiosa right here in the live show on a Tuesday instead of a Monday. We're switching only to Tuesday next week. Okay. Yeah. Anything else I'm forgetting, guys? Before we wrap it up.
No, I think we got it, man. I mean, more House of the Dragon trailers, but we'll get to that get to that later.
All right, yeah. I don't care what they can keep putting out trailers. I'm just ready. I want it. Put it out. I want to consume it.
You want hot D?
Yeah. I want the hot D. I want.
Hey yo. You gotta relax, dog.
Joey, let everybody know how they can follow you on your socials, all the audio people listening to this.
Hit me up on the socials, personal page at Joey Franchise, or you can follow me on all things nerdum and movie content stuff. I can't find the word. My allergies are killing me. At Franchise on Film.
Yeah. Mr. Tarek Lewis, I don't know how they can follow you, sir.
My name is Tarek on YouTube and also on Instagram.
All right. Of course, me. You can follow my DJ life if you feel deemed so necessary at DJ Speedy JR. For all the nerdy stuff, well, it's somewhere mixed in there on my Twitter as well. And of course, the YouTube channel, Speedy's Multiverse. Go give us a subscriber there. That's the official YouTube channel of the live show. Shouts out to Socks. Thanks for hanging out with us. Shouts out to Qatar. Thank you so much for hanging out with us in the live show. Appreciate you guys being part of the show and hanging out with us. And your clever banter, gentlemen. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here on the live show. We do this. We try and do it every Monday. Next week, we're doing it on the Tuesday. Okay, so if Tuesday is better for you, join us on the Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel, and we'll hang out. We'll talk about X-Men 97 and Furiosa, Mad Max, movie, and yeah, we're gonna talk about everything else that happened between this episode and the next of Geek Culture Congress. We'll see you again next week, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure, if you feel so deemed so that you would like to consume the audio version of this podcast, by all means, look for Geek Culture Congress podcast anywhere great podcasts are listened to. Okay, Apple, Spotify, whatever you into. I don't know. We're on there somewhere. Okay, have a good one, everybody. Be safe.
Peace.
Except for OnlyFans. I don't know why. I'm gonna start cutting up the videos, put on my OnlyFans, Joey.
Nice.
What do you say? Charge a subscription fee? Yeah. $1? $1 a month?
I know you over here talking about hot D. This is crazy.